Okay, so before I head into the gym, I just wanted to have a little bit of a rant about sight reading and the most BS piece of advice that people frequently give about sight reading, and that is to tell people to just keep going. That piece of advice doesn't make any fucking sense, and it's coming from people who are taking for granted an immense amount of skill and prior knowledge they already have. This reminds me a lot of native English speakers who just assume that English is super easy. And they don't understand why people can't read it more easily, even though it's a very complex language with, lots of inconsistencies. And the thing is, if you handed them some Mandarin Chinese and said, just keep going, they could not do that. And if I took one of these really good pianists who sight reads well, who gives this shitty advice, and I handed them a guitar and I said, just keep going while sight reading, they fucking could not do it. Because they have not developed that foundation. They would have to work on that foundation first. And what they don't understand when they give this advice is that the people they're giving the advice to do not have that foundation yet. They don't have the ability to just keep going. And also, most people who are playing piano are hobbyists. They are not professional accompanists like I am. I have to accompany people, and I have to just keep going. I get handed music cold all the time, and I am responsible for time. I just have to keep going. So that means that I'm simplifying, and I'm faking my way through a lot of things in those situations. But that is not how I practice sight reading. I practice sight reading slowly and accurately. I work on things that are well below my level so that I'm making sure I'm processing that stuff. It's very much like a language. If you just kept skipping over the hard words that you don't understand, you would never learn those words. You wouldn't learn how to say them. You wouldn't learn what they mean. And you would just have to stumble and fake over them all of the time. But what you actually want on piano is to be able to process that stuff accurately. And especially when you're a beginner and you have none of that, you can't fake anything. You are so much in panic mode about all of the notes coming in that you just cannot think fast enough. So do not try to take the approach of just keeping going. Read as slowly as is necessary. Read really simple stuff. Read at a variable tempo. You might even be having a fairly steady tempo going, and then suddenly you run into this string of 16th notes and you just cannot parse it fast enough, or a thick chord that you're not used to seeing and you can't parse it fast enough. Slow down, stop before you make a mistake, let your brain digest what you're looking at, and then do it. Do not just keep going. Terrible, terrible sight reading advice.